We have next session, pilot partnership showcases. We'll have Mr. Arun Kumar.K, member governing council and lead for water initiatives. So he'll be discussing about our collaborations for the implementations going forward with the new policy. A short note about Arun. Arun is a gold medalist from XLRA. He has held CXO leadership positions in many multinational corporations. Arun has held the secretary position in his apartment, Mantri Greens, and he is our governing council member. Please, I'll call upon Arun to take over.
Firstly, already in the previous session, Vikas got a brief mention by Shreya and the Well team also during the course of the conference. Vikas right here has been working in the water space for past 16 years, and in the past 5 years, he's been focused on recovery of water and enabling circular economy in wastewater. He has established India's first decentralized circular economy in wastewater, and through his system, about 800,000 liters of water is getting used, treated water is getting used. And he has won 4 Mission Pani Awards across various media houses. So warm welcome to Vikas to run this next.
Yeah, so I will finish in 5 minutes, but I think I have solution for all the questions which was raised from the morning. So, but I don't have the speed to do all of it now. We should first come to the reality that because of this crisis, nothing is going to happen in the next 1 month. No one is going to implement anything. Nothing is going to happen in 1 month. We should be clear. What will we do immediately? We can't do anything immediately. We are done for this year, right? What can be done over years? There is a clear plan. For the past 16 years, we have been in the water industry. So it is easy and beneficial for a business person to sell an STP, make money. It is easy. We have been selling RO systems pan-India. It is easy to do all that. Our vision as a company is to recover water and enable this. So if any of you think me like a vendor is going to push some product, no, I don't want to sell any product here. So I'll get straight to what. See, we all talk about apartment complexes having 300 MLD of excess STP treated water. We all agree? That is the topic we are talking, right? Government has 1,450 MLD of better quality treated water than the apartment association has. So we should draw this line clearly. Government has more water outside the region where all the constructions are happening. Government has more water, okay? Why is government not able to sell 1,450 MLD of better quality treated water? And why is government helping association to sell the treated water? This is the primary question we all have to ask first, okay? 200 crore liter every day is available with apartment complexes, and 2,000 crore or maybe is available with government, okay? Now, why are builders not buying this water? The primary reason is quality, okay? We have done tests sending the STP treated water directly to a builder who's very forward looking. He says, okay, I'll buy. Higher cost, all that doesn't matter, I'll buy. They go put this water in the tank, they store it. When they use it for curing, it will start smelling. Okay, the labor guy will say, I can't use this water. There is mosquito breeding. I can't use this water. So he will buy this water for that day. And whenever he gets a chance to switch from this water to a normal water, which is available half the cost, he will do that. So we all can talk about green environment sustainability. When it on the ground, it's the operation project manager who decides his cost there. They won't buy the water if it is not good quality, okay? Will you buy a recycled material which compromises your quality of life for the sake of sustainability? 10 out of 10 people, one person will buy. I'm very sustainable, I'll have shower with 2 mug of water. All that are 10 in 1 people. No, not everyone really worries about that. Until there is high value for the recycled, recovered water, no one is going to buy. I'm going to be blunt. We can't sell 330 MLD from apartment complex, won't go. All the norms, policies will take a good step for future. Technically, it is all helping us. What Well Labs is doing, what BAF is doing, it's all helping us in terms of business, but helping the city as well. These are policies which won't address anything immediately, but this is what is needed for the city, right? Now, if we convert this 1,400 MLD from the government, 330 MLD from the apartment association to a quality where people ask for this water, right? You don't push water, people ask for this water. If you get a bottled water quality which meets the IS 456 standards of they always say chloride, sulfate, right? The building needs CSMR, there's a ratio called CSMR. If that ratio is not proper, they can't use it. We can't push them to use it, right? So if we give a high quality water, people will ask for it. We are selling 8 lakh liters, we are getting 3-4 inquiries every day asking for our water. We don't have water to give now, right? So that is the long-term sustainability where recycled water, people are ready to pay 3 times the cost and buy this water. So that will make the sustainability, viability in the city, right? Now coming to the apartment complex, all of the apartment complex use 20% of water effectively, 20-25% remaining is sent to the drain, correct? So for those apartments which have access to lakes, which have access to buyers who are okay with this water, they can directly, they don't need any further treatment. People are ready to buy that water. And for garden, you need STP treated water. You don't need a high quality treated water, right? Now, to make this apartment zero discharge, eventually, I might sound, meaning Singapore, they do in India, it doesn't. Eventually what is going to happen is, people will have their own tertiary treatment plant. They will convert it to high quality water, which will be way better than their tanker water. They will buy it for themselves. Like what TZ is doing, everyone will end up doing it. Because we have had the case where at apartment complex where we set up, they said, you set up your system far away from the drinking network. Don't bring it near, people will have psychological. The same apartment, after 7 months of testing, they found dead rat in the tanker which supplied, things like that happened. They're buying our water for swimming pool. Now they're asking to be bought to their sump also. We can't give because we have a contract externally to be given, right? So eventually that is what is going to happen. In Bangalore, you keep seeing next 10, 12 years, people will slowly start, either it gets supplied to an industry next or they will themselves buy, right? So now this tanker, transporting this water, tanker, so there are different aspects to it. Each one is right. We all say tanker mafia, all that, right? Those guys have given water when government can't give water, right? Now we say mafia, where else will people get water, right? So for them, one tanker investment, one driver, the investment recovery, petrol, all that will cost them around 750 rupees for every 3 kilometer trip. They go and come, it will cost them 750. When they do 8 loads, only then they recover the cost in 4 years. Okay? If some tanker guy puts a capital on it will take 4 years for him to recover. Now, we are all clever, we get rain, we don't buy tankers, right? So they'll have to cover the cost for all the downtime which they have, so we can't blame the tanker network. They are doing what they can, and so we are severely dependent on tanker. Coming to the solution pipeline, okay, we have say 450 kilometers, 500 kilometers of pipeline. We took 45 years to do the current pipeline. Now, if someone is saying, I will do pipeline for all the tertiary treatment plant in Bangalore, we'll have to wait for 35 years, right? We can't do municipal water supply 40 kilometers, we have not done in 40 years. So if that is not possible, we should understand government is understaffed or they can't do this. So we have to be practical and understand what is possible from their side. Right? So now, if an apartment has excess water, they set up a tertiary treatment plant themselves, us, whoever does the tertiary treatment plant, and then they're able to find an industry who can buy this water. That industry will not exploit the borewell water in that region. Right? If they say Electronic City area, 25 apartments does this, the industries near the Electronic City won't exploit borewell water. Right? So apartments' excess water problem is solved. The groundwater in that region improves because people are not exploiting. So like this, if we are able to do ward-wise, That will solve the city's problem for apartment complexes. Now, for government, see, there are 39 STPs, Satish sir was saying, 39 STPs. Now the budget is approved for totally 57 STPs. It's already budget is approved. It's given contract order. 57 government STPs are going to come all along the periphery, right? So from the government side, we are, Vishwanath sir is driving that. So we are speaking to the government via Vishwanath sir. So if we are able to map industrial areas in that region, say Bidadi, there are 2 large STPs, say Harohali, meaning say Pinya, there is large STP. So if we can map all the industrial water requirement which goes from these places through the government STPs and all the smaller requirement via apartment complexes in different regions, then that's the way we can solve the city's water scarcity. Now, coming to quality, right? So people have sensors. So whenever we go for talk, when we put our system, people ask what is the quality you guarantee, all that. So with every tanker water which goes, we have a slip like that which prints, when they press a button in the system, it prints the quality of water for that tanker which goes, right? That is also time stamped. The tanker can't, we have had cases that our water on the way, the tanker guy sold it to someone and took his water and gave it to our client, right? So while seeing all this, we had to do some time stamping mechanism where it prints the time, next 40 minutes he's not there, then the buyer doesn't accept this water, things like that. On the ground, there are lots of challenges to operate this. But quality plays an important role for any buyer when it's tertiary treatment plant. Yeah, yes madam. Right. So the word tertiary treatment plant is very loosely used. Okay. After your STP, you put chlorination. One dosing pump, 7,500 dosing pump, put chlorination, that is tertiary. You add 2 other cylinders which passes through sand and carbon, that is also tertiary. You put ultrafiltration system, that is also tertiary. You put advanced RO system, that's also tertiary. None of the government systems is advanced RO system. The best tertiary treatment plant which we have seen is Kumar.K. We have that is tertiary with ultrafiltration MBR system. So that is tertiary. Now this word is loosely used. So if you, for your question to be answered, so we have some 8 or 9 tertiary treatment plant with MBR, but out of which 2 or 3 are MBR operated, meaning others, the cost of operation is pretty high. So when government says tertiary treatment plant, they could probably just mean chlorination. They could probably mean just 2 sand filter, 1 carbon filter. They could probably mean that. But nowhere in Bangalore, it's low TDS, high quality, drinking quality tertiary treatment plant. No one in Bangalore it is done. Chennai, there is 1 plant. Whole India, there will be 4 plants, 5 plants because of the cost. Yes, so for government to set up all these tertiary treatment plant, they have a method of saying only ultrafiltration treated water. They have a mechanism they've called for ultrafiltration treated water to call it as a tertiary treatment plant. They will never plan a advanced treatment for municipal supply because they can't sell Kaveri water after that. That water will be better than Kaveri water. So they always plan ultrafiltration system for supply. For people will only take again for higher secondary application where smell is not there, color is not there, laundries will still not buy, semiconductor will still not buy. Construction, as long as they are meeting this chloride sulfate mass ratio, construction might buy if the government sets up. What we are proposing them is we will get private investment on all the tertiary treatment plant which they have already planned. We will set up an advanced tertiary treatment. Us or any other company, there are hundreds of companies in India, they can put an advanced tertiary treatment plant if government takes the responsibility of selling this water to the buyers, right? So this is the first aspect of it. Now second aspect, sir was saying about the Devanelli project. We have worked with Vishwanath sir, we have implemented the Devanelli project, okay? Now multiple areas, STP treated water goes to Hebbal and then Seekere Lake, right? They put a well. From the well, it seeps to, it is treated and then treated via just a disc filtration, carbon filtration and UV and taken out. So this is not an advanced tertiary treatment plant. This will accept TDS, all other parameters are meeting the standards because of the well, because of the soil nature, it is seeping, it is working really well. There the capital recovery and the operating cost is coming to 2.5 paisa per liter. So it will be very well suited for CREDA if they want to buy. But we have inspected 18 lakes during the recent crisis. BWSSB has been calling us. We have inspected personally 18 lakes, Agaram Lake and Jakkur Lake. These are pretty good in terms of tertiary treatment plant. But if you put a well and take it out, you can supply. But both the places, Jakkur, only 10 loads can go. The road distance is 30 feet, that road. You can't do a scale supply. Only 10 loads can go from Jakkur via tankers, right? From Agaram, 40 loads can go via this mechanism. It's very small compared to the volume which the whole area needs. So with these lakes, if we are able to map this water, it is again for non-potable. For Devanali, that is again sold as non-potable. It won't meet all the standards of IS 456 or the drinking standards. In some cases, it might meet if the seepage water is good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, madam.
What will it cost to set up a tertiary treatment plant for that cluster?
So I would kilometer. I would know for one apartment I can say. Yeah. So for a 300 unit apartment, if you are living in a 300 unit apartment, you will generate a wastewater of, if it is a good apartment, you will generate wastewater of 1,50,000 liters. Out of this 1,50,000 liters, 2,000, 3,000 liters goes as sludge, meaning you can still take 1,50,000 liters. Per capita garden usage is 12 liters per person based on well labs. I think it is 15 liters, so 5 liters. Yeah, we have taken 12 liters for garden. Per acre of garden requires 5,000 liters based on the. So for flushing requirement, it is 45 liters per capita. So if it is 300 unit out of 150, they'll end up using 65-70,000 liters effectively for their garden and flushing. There will always be 50% of water which is excess. This is a well-maintained STP, good apartment, right? This commercials for this, depending on the STP, for them leaving out the capex. Capex is done by the builder. Leaving out the capex, it will cost 2.5 paisa for the apartment to spend on the STP to get it to a quality for garden and flushing. Now, after that, beyond that, if we have to process, there are this advanced system which we call, it is a 11-stage treatment process. There is a, for a 50,000 liters, out of this 70, if we have to recover 50,000 liters, the capital cost will be around 20 lakhs. Right? So now apartments wouldn't invest 20 lakhs. Now whoever is investing on the equipment, our investors, whoever has to recover the cost only by selling the water outside. Selling the water out is a very complex mechanism. Transportation will cost 1,100 if he has to make a margin. So until otherwise we are able to sell at 2,500 or 2,250, the commercial wouldn't justify. So all these data I have. So there are a few examples. This apartment took it for swimming pool after 6 months. One more apartment, all the water is now sold from this apartment. So apartments just need to give 2.5 car park area space and power provision. So we are looking to give, if the apartment is not investing, we are looking to give 60 rupees per 12 KL tanker to the apartment. That's the best possible from our side which we could give, or a fixed rent to the apartment. Now buyer headache, all the transportation, apartment has to permit us take this water out. So a lot economics, that's what. If the apartment wants to buy our water, we charge 8 paisa per liter for the apartment. Yeah, rest all is boasting. These are the quality of water which we are getting from our system. Average quality, this is as good as bottled water which you buy, it will meet all the parameters of that. So thank you. Thank you.
You don't yet come under any compliance framework.
Thanks to BAF, now they are asking us to come under compliance. so so now KSPCB is saying, you come and apply for a application, you sign and up. So far we have done so many systems. You come and apply, take a permission to set up your system. No, there is no form yet, but yeah. So what they are saying is, now if the apartment already has a CFO, then give an extension of CFO saying that advanced treatment plant, that is the easiest way to do. That is what they are saying. Now again, on the field, when it actually, so we are going to just keep implementing until they ask what to do, because they themselves don't know what prices to fix and things like that. Now if large guys are investing, they'll ask us large money. So now we don't know what is going to happen. But for now, we're just installing.
That's the risk as well, right? Once something becomes visible,
Yeah.
everybody wants a piece of it. Kind
Correct.
of. So it's not far off when case PCB will come and tell there's a separate consent mechanism for implementation.
So today, Mahesh sir told there could be a consent coming out. So I don't know if consent comes, then yeah. So we'll have to see how it goes. Yes, Ashok, Dr. Ashok. Yes. So I remember you asking about reject to Mr. Babu also, right? So so this water balance, we understand clearly. We have done thousands of RO systems before for various industry. This water balance we balance within the building. How do we balance? So the reject based on incoming, if the incoming is 1000, based on the recovery which we take, it could be 2000, 2100. We neutralize it and send it back to the STP cycle, right? Partially it goes to the garden, partially it goes back to the cycle. Now, if people are using our water for flushing, like Orion Mall is using our water for flushing, then the salts get diluted in the STP. So effectively, over a 365 days water balance you do, it is always within 150 up, 150 down, that kind of range. So we are able to manage. We are not able to manage rejects in industrial cycle, where effluents are coming. So we are able to manage rejects without any problem. Because in Chennai, we won't be able to manage. In Coimbatore, few areas, we won't be able to manage. So we identify and set up system only where we are able to balance the salts. Yeah.
With the Devanali experience, so whatever you now doing it, right? Is it make sense also for all the apartments? Instead of doing it individually, they bring it into a water body, because there is a self-purification that happens, and also there is a groundwater recharge. And then later you treat it and then supply it. Is that make sense? Will reduces the cost?
You're saying apartments should send it to the lake?
Yes.
Yeah. And then from there we put, so it depends on the quality of water which goes to the lake. Now, if the government says you can send the treated water to the lake, government doesn't have the mechanism to check it at each apartment. One apartment, good apartment, will say, I will maintain it to the T and send. Next apartment, today I don't run, I'll send the sewage. Who is going to check? So government can't give a, if you go ask to the officer, if I give an approval, one apartment will do, other apartment will take advantage. Now that is why I don't give approval. In Rajasthan, they tried this. They gave approval to send the treated water out. 15 days, just 15 days after approval, one full water body is filled with sewage. So we are that kind of people where money first plays priority. When money is solved, sustainability comes into. So we should understand that. So government also understands that. That is why they don't put policies on urgencies. And also when they put policies, there are companies who go lobby and try to push their technologies. We'll put this, which is better, this is better, things like that. So they're always against companies going to them, because there is always hidden agenda from people who go there, right? So they don't really accept any new technology, any new suggestion. So I don't know how they will implement, but if that is possible where everyone is good and send the treated water properly to the lake, and then there is shallow where we draw the lake, then it will be good. Thank you very much. Thank you.